Saints 365 is a passion project to glorify God and honor His saints. This project is based upon the book, The Lives of the Saints by Father Alban Butler.
June 28th, Saint Irenaeus, Bishop and Martyr. Irenaeus was born about the year 120. He was a Grecian, probably a native of Lesser Asia. His parents, who were Christians, placed him under the care of the great Saint Polycarp, Bishop of Smyrna. It was in so holy a school that he learned that sacred science which rendered him afterward a great ornament of the Church and the terror of her enemies. Saint Polycarp cultivated this rising genius, and forming his mind to piety by precepts and example, and the zealous scholar was careful to reap all the advantages which were offered him by the happiness of such a master. Such was his veneration for his tutor's sanctity that he observed every action and whatever he saw in that holy man, the better to copy his example and learn his spirit. He listened to his instructions with an insatiable ardor, and so deeply did he engrave them on his heart that the impressions remained most lively even in his old age. In order to confute the heresies of his age, this father made himself acquainted with the most absurd conceits of their philosophers, by which means he was qualified to trace up every error to its sources and set it in its full light. St. Polycarp sent St. Irenaeus into Gaul, in company with some priest. He was himself ordained priest of the Church of Lyons by St. Pontanus. St. Pontanus having glorified God by his happy death in the year 177, our saint was chosen the second bishop of Lyons. By his preaching, he in a short time converted almost that whole country to the faith. He wrote several works against heresy, and at last, with many others, suffered martyrdom about the year 202, under the Emperor Severus at Lyons. Reflection. Fathers and mothers and heads of families, spiritual and temporal, should bear in mind that inferiors will not be corrected by words alone. That example is likewise needful. St. Irenaeus, pray for us.
Saints 365 is narrated by Rob Ruler, edited by Josh Bach, and produced by Our Local Parish Productions. Funding for this project is made possible by Catholic businesses. Please go to the business directory at ourlocalparish.com to support these generous businesses. Thank you for listening. God bless.